All right, so today this is gonna be a different type of video. It's gonna be fun. I'm essentially deciding what the best sneaker release of the past 4 years has been. So I'm filling out a March Madness sneaker bracket as we speak, and I'm doing this in partnership with Tradeblock. So shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. They created this sneaker bracket. As I'm scrolling through and looking up all these different sneaker matchups, it's hard to decide. So I'm gonna talk with you guys as I'm filling this out. It's broken up into 4 different years. If you wanna fill out a bracket just like this, there's a link down in the description where you can do that, and it's not just for fun. You can win some money. Just like most March Madness pools, you can win $25,000 if you get the perfect bracket. I'm not gonna go pick by pick with you guys, but I'm gonna show you some really hard matchups, like tough decisions. Right out of the gate, we've got some wild card matchups, and this honestly makes you realize what your preference in sneakers is. We've got the New Balance 2002 R Water Be the Guide versus the Yeezy 450 Cloud. Without a doubt, I'm going with the New Balance because I'm an NB guy, but it's those type of matchups where I'm like, okay, really my personal preference is gonna show up here. Starting the official bracket off here, top left corner, 2023 releases. You know, we've got the Air Jordan 4 Pine Green, the SBs, versus the Air Force One Tiffany. I'm gonna go with the Jordan 4s. That's an easy one for me, although the Tiffany's, a lot of people did not like that shoe. They thought it was lazy. I don't mind it. I thought it was kind of on par with what that brand is like. Next hard decision is the J-Tip Saucony, Remember Who Fronted, versus an ALD collab with New Balance, the 1906 R. I'm gonna go with the Sauconys. Skipping ahead, this one was difficult. I've got the Vomero 5, the Dornbecker edition, versus the Air Force One Terror Squad Fat Joe's. I mean, like, where am I going? I have a classic mind. Like, I really like the older Air Force Ones. Used to always watch like YouTube videos of Fat Joe's collection, and that shoe, it felt like a grail to me. I'm gonna go with an upset here and go with the Terror Squad Air Force Ones. Next, the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined, going against the Union Jordan 1 collab from last year, and that's a no-brainer for me. I was not into those Jordan 1s, but this guy right here is one of the best Jordan 3s ever. Got to do it. And then this next one is really where I struggled. This was the first big struggle for me. We got the Kobe 6 Reverse Grinch versus an Action Bronson New Balance. Crazy matchup right here. Absolutely a crazy matchup. We know what the Kobe line is. That Reverse Grinch shoe, I wanted it really badly, and I was not able to get it. That shoe is incredible. You know, these New Balance though, they're pretty polarizing. I was like, I don't know. They're both two polarizing shoes from 2 different lines. One's a basketball shoe, one is a lifestyle runner. Ultimately, I chose the Reverse Grinch, but I had to think about this. Like, I was really stuck on it. I'm gonna fill out the rest of this and I'll check in with you guys for the Sweet 16. First up, we've got the Air Jordan 4 Off-White Sail versus the Dior ones. I mean, talk about 2 shoes that are luxury. I'm actually gonna go with the Off-Whites here, even though I was tempted to go with the Dior pair because I don't wanna reward the price tag. Then we have the Air Jordan 4 Black Cat versus the Jordan 5 Off-White, the muslin. The Jordan 4 Black Cat, I actually kind of understand the hype of it because it is one of the only cool looking all black sneakers, in my opinion. But I do think that this is one of the best off-white shoes ever. There's no way I can't choose those. That's a shoe I wish I had. I can guarantee those Black Cats would be pinching your pinky toe. So the Off-White 5s get the win there. And then this matchup, it's like this whole corner isn't really my vibe, but I had to narrow it down. So we've got the Off-White 2s, the Chicagos, and then some Supreme Dunks. Like I would maybe pay retail for these, but I wouldn't go out of the way to get either one of them. So I'm just gonna give it to the SBs just cause. Then completely switching gears, a very difficult decision here. Very difficult decision. We got the A Ma Maniere Jordan 3s versus the Joe Freshgoods 990 V3s outside close. Now, what a battle. What a battle. This is probably the hardest decision for me to make in this video. And what's crazy is this is a 1 seed versus a 12. And believe it or not, upset city, even though I really do like those Jordan 3s, I'm going with the Joe Freshgoods. I mean, when I first saw those Jordan 3s, I was like, that is the perfect grown man Jordan 3. And then when I saw the New Balance, I was like, that's a colorway and a take that I've never seen on a pair of New Balance. And then we have the Nike SB Dunks, the orange lobsters, versus Air Force One Off-White, Brooklyn's in that vibrant green, and then a vibrant orange. Two really flashy, vivid sneakers here, but I'm gonna go with the home team, going with Concepts here. Back up to the top, Jordan 4s versus Jordan 5s, Ama Maniere versus the SBs. I'm going with the SBs. I didn't get my hands on those Ama Manieres. I do want them, wasn't able to get them, not paying resale is what it is. And then this is really a tough decision. The Lost and Founds versus the Orange Lobsters. I mean, so much history with both. You might be like, orange lobsters have history? Yeah, the whole lobster line. I've seen some of them and I'm like, holy smokes. I have a crazy story that I gotta share with you guys at some point, but this isn't the video for it, but I will. But the Lost and Founds, I was just checking them out. Man, like this is a true definition of a classic shoe that is never gonna go out of style, and then just a really cool SB to have. I'm gonna be a little bit controversial here, and I'm gonna go with the SBs. So that leaves us at the final 4. We've got the Nike SB Dunk Orange Lobster versus the Joe Freshgoods 990 V3 outside close. And then on the left side, we've got the Jordan 4 Pine Green, the SBs, and the Jordan 5 Off-White. And you know what? I'm gonna go with the 4s only because it just feels right. And then the Lobsters versus the New Balance. I'm going with the New Balance only because they're more comfortable. That's it. So we have a 1 seed versus a 12 seed in the championship. And you know what? I'm going with something controversial. I doubt anyone else is gonna have these at their #1 spot winning the championship, but I do. Do me a favor, before you get out of here, let me know your top 5 or even top 3 shoes to release over the past 4 years. Just think about it. I'm gonna be talking about this bracket and my choices and looking at your choices on Twitter. So if you're not following me there, make sure you're doing that. It's linked for you down in the description. That's a wrap for me though. Good luck on your brackets. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.